Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the third episode of Philosophies of the Universe. And today I got another guest with me. I have Ameer Abid. Ameer's been a longtime friend of mine. Ameer?
Yo, what's up, guys? This is Ameer here, and yeah, I'm happy to join the podcast today.
All right. So, I wanted to start things off today by just saying, I just have to get some stuff off my chest. I'm sorry, but Regis College sucks.
Wait, why?
Regis sucks because, so what's been happening is, you know how the new freshmen come in?
Yeah.
You know, they think they're all tough shit and everything.
Okay,
listen,
yeah.
I have nothing against freshmen or anything, but like, you know the size of Regis, right?
Somewhat. It's kind of big.
Yeah. The thing is, a bunch of freshmen has been going around, and I know whoever listens to this from Regis, you guys know what I'm talking about too. They have been starting frats.
Really?
Yeah, they're trying to start like their own frats and like sororities. Yeah, for like, I was like, when I first heard this, I was like, listen, I get you're trying to fit in. I get you're trying to like, you know, your first semester in college, well, for everyone, well, for freshman wise at least, because no one came last semester because got canceled and everything. But, you know, I get you come in and you want to just have the college experience.
Exactly,
but
yeah.
I hope they know. I hope you guys understand that you can't, like, there's no frats at Regis. There's no frats or sororities at Regis.
Basically, it's like a dead end.
Yeah, like,
you can't do anything.
Yeah, and if you're starting one just to be cool, like, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to get any upperclassmen in.
Oh, hell no.
Let's be real here. Just listen, if you guys know how Regis works, or if you know, it's more like our frats and our sororities, it's literally just broken up by just sports teams.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. You like, if anything, you party with your sports teams. You're friends with all your sports teams.
Okay.
You know, that's just the way it works. So.
Okay, yeah.
For just going out there and be calling like a frat or a sorority, just adding an extra thing is just...
Wait, I got a side question.
Yes.
So do these kids who are starting these frats / sororities, are they in sports, or are they just doing this for the hell of it?
So what I've heard is no, they're not.
They're not?
They're not.
Okay, so now I can see why they want to start it. So now they have that kind of a friend group and that shit to hang out with others and like do this and do that. I can see why they're starting it. No,
listen, like, I get it. It's when you get into college, you try to find your group, you try to find, you know, and that's for everybody, because you don't know shit, you don't know nobody, and I get that. But, like, don't, like, if any freshmen are listening to this, just listen, guys, just be yourself, honestly. Just don't go out of your way just to be cool in front of other people. Listen, like, trust me, other upperclassmen notice this, and Regis is kind of a small school, so shit gets around and word gets around easily. You guys will obviously get to know that a lot faster, but that's the way it works. And I don't know, I was thinking about it, and I was like, it doesn't make no sense, you know?
Okay, in an extent, to a certain point,
I do get it. I understand.
You can understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, I definitely do get it.
They don't have sports, like, they need to, like, find friends, do this, do that, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, they have an understanding of why they want to do it, but maybe they could do it in a better way.
The better way is just meet people, drink with them, have fun, party.
Okay.
But, like, you know, don't be calling it a frat or a sorority when it's not.
So you just
if you're not even rushing, like, listen, I'm not part of any sorority, but I know you have to do fraternity or but you know, there's the qualifications in it, and you know, that's just the way it works. All right. So, besides that, I just want to welcome you to the podcast, and
I mean, we're off to a flying start. I'll tell you that.
Of course. All right. So, Ameer.
Yes.
Now we're gonna dive really deep.
All right, here we go, man.
Okay. So, in your opinion, and in your beliefs, and just who you are as a person, do you believe in God? And if you do, or just ever thought about it, where does he actually fit in this universe of ours, or what we know so far, what you know?
Well, I'm a Muslim, so my belief is that there's one God, and God is the master of the universe, whether, like, from creating everything to plants, animals, trees, other planets, other galaxies, all this, all that. It's all created from the same person. It's all created from the higher being of God. And that's where it comes from. Honestly, that's what I believe. But speaking to you in past occasions where you fuck up my mind, bro, like legit, you make me think about like random shit. And you're just like, well, if you like put this theory into it, put that theory into it, you kind of make me question about whether there is a higher being. But based on my beliefs, yes. Yeah.
You do believe
there is a God.
A singular God.
Yes, just a singular higher being God.
Interesting. Now, would you say that he controls everything in this universe or in this world? Would you say he does? Or do you think it's all kind of free will? Like, he just lets it run, you know?
Okay, so, like, there's a story behind that in the Quran where God was deciding whether to create man, and his decision was based upon the idea of free will. Because God created three things in this world. He created humans, three things that have mindsets. He created humans, angels, and what we call jinns. Now, jinns are like spirits.
Yeah, I've heard of jinns before, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, God created those three things. Angels have no free will. Because angels only obey God.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only thing they can do. Jinns, however, they just don't have the living. They can't live. But they do have free will. However, so God wanted to combine a living and the free will, which is why he created humans. So that's why I believe that, yes, free will does exist, and God, in some point, whether here or there, God is the ultimate master of the universe, and that's that.
Yeah, see, like, looking at that, obviously, you know, that is the Muslim religion and everything, and I've always looked at a lot of religions, like, even through studying through, like, just the universe and all this stuff, and just science, I've always looked at every single religion, and I to be honest, growing up, I never really was the religious type. Yes, I went to church maybe one time, and that was on Easter and all. But I never, like, I would pray, I guess. I would be like, oh, God, I'm sorry for, like, screwing up this, or, like, but, like, as I started growing older, I started, like, realizing that, like, I started reading into the Bible, and I'm like, listen, I feel like this book was literally just written by a person. But the thing is, if it was written by a person, I understand where they're coming from and where they were trying to get by creating something like this, because so in my opinion, without religion, we don't have like a basis or a foundation for moral laws, I guess. Yeah. And rules and follow, like, laws we have to follow as a people to live peacefully. Yeah. So maybe, in my opinion, maybe religion was created so we can follow something morally, so we could live peacefully.
So we have like a moral code to live by.
Yeah, as a basis. Okay. And then from there, you know, we get into like laws and like actual laws formed by governments and stuff. So I get the whole basis and foundation on it.
Yeah, you know? Religions. Yeah. To have like the Ten Commandments.
Yes.
Basically, to have like a set of rules that people should live by this and live by that. Like what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah, definitely. Now, when it comes to the afterlife.
Oh, God.
Yeah, when it comes to the afterlife. Okay. What do you believe you have one life? And only one life only? Like, you know, like I do, but I'll get into that later. Or do you believe, you know, an afterlife? And how would afterlife look like for you?
Okay, well, oh, God. Okay, this is kind of a long story. So, Muslims believe that you live on this earth as yourself once.
No, your opinion. Your opinion.
Okay, my opinion?
Your diehard opinion,
Yes. We only live once, and there is an afterlife.
What's the afterlife for you? What do you think it is?
I personally believe that the afterlife is when you just go to heaven. Like, but the day of judgment has yet to happen. So what in the meantime is, your spirit, or your soul inside of you, is free will. It can get up, it can move around, do this, do that. I think the afterlife is you come back as a spirit. And you're willing to go around, just roam around the world, like see your kids, see your grandkids, whatever, this and that. That's why, like, in certain stories, like, you can see there's a ghost, there's a spirit. Yeah. It's probably that person's there watching. They're taking care of you. They're trying to check up on you, this and that. If they can do that on their free time, or right after that, they can just like go back to the grave and just relax. But you have no feeling of being alive. That's the issue. You're a spirit. I believe that. I believe that's what happens.
So you would believe in ghosts then?
Yes, I'm a big believer in ghosts and spirits.
See, it's hard. It's definitely hard to say because I do believe in ghosts, and I believe in like the energy aspect of it, where except your soul, like to me a soul is like made up of just the particles and atoms in you. So yeah, you die and you decompose and everything, and you're part of the universe. You're actually part of this planet, and your molecules, like they were once in you. Like you're made from stars, right? Like you've heard that before. Yeah, like you have stardust in you.
Oh wow!
Because the atoms that have made up stars one time, or not the atoms, the elements that once made up those stars, that are now gone, are, they exploded everywhere. Okay. So they eventually found its way into you also. So you definitely have some stardust, and that's actually proven. And
oh wow!
No, it is. I forgot what scientist said it, but that actually is proven. So along those terms, I feel like if there is a soul or an energy, it's definitely tied in with those particles some way, somehow. Yeah. Where you kind of just go into maybe a different dimension with those particles or elements, but it's hard to explain. Like I know I get it, but it's really hard to explain. But though for me right now, I could definitely put my opinion into what Alan Watts says, who's a great philosopher. He says, you don't remember, obviously, anything before you were born, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So he said, the same way you come into this life is the same way you leave.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So that would mean that you're not going to remember, and you're not going to feel, you're not going to think, you're not going to even exist. Like, you can't even, like, imagine what it was like to be
dead
before
or alive.
Before you were alive.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the same thing when you die.
Die, yeah.
So that is to me, that makes so much more sense because it just there's no other way to actually really go on. Because say if there was an afterlife, right? Yeah. And why were you born the time you were born now, right?
Yep.
Just to go into that afterlife and live there for eternity, when there were so many others before you that also are living through eternity. But the problem here is when does it stop? When does it start? If there was never a beginning to even like start with,
So wait, Kosta, do you believe in the idea of reincarnation?
See, now when you come to the whole like Buddhist perspective of it, and Hindu religions that believe in reincarnation and stuff,
it makes sense.
It does. It makes sense. And out of all the religions, I feel like that one is the one I could more closely connect, because say if you were to reincarnate, but the whole thing about reincarnation is, remember I was telling you about the molecules and particles? So, yeah, you're going to break down into all these simple atoms and molecules and stuff. These later can be combined to make other living things. So essentially, you or everything around us
is alive.
Is part of a human at one point, or part of just this whole universe. That's where I connect with you are the universe. There was a really good book I read that says you are the center of the universe. I think that's what it was called, or something like that. But in essence, that's what that book tries to really convey, is saying that you are actually the universe. And believe it or not, technically you could argue that you are the center of the universe, because obviously when you stop to exist, the universe no longer exists anymore. You can argue,
I can see that.
Yeah, you can argue that people that are alive next to you know that you're dead, and they know that the universe continues. But for you, I'm talking to you.
Okay.
You know that, or you don't know, but you can't prove that the universe continues after you die.
Yeah, because no one's come back from the dead and said it.
Exactly. Yeah. So you can't really judge off that. No. So that's what I'm saying. You are the center of your universe, and essentially you will be really conveyed into this universe in the end anyway. You know? And
some way or shape or form, your body's going to decompose into the earth itself. And so you're saying those molecules can just add up and like they can spread out to different living things, and somehow the idea of reincarnation which totally makes sense, that your atoms breaking down can go into other things. Mm-hmm. So it does make sense a lot, and I can see your point.
It's kind of like sad to think about it like that sometimes, because you're obviously that you got to treat everything around you with like kind of like a respect, because like it was living, or it is living, or that's why like I love Mother Nature so much, is because like I know and I feel that it kind of understands what we're doing to it, like obviously if you treat the earth bad and like pollute it and stuff, like we're not gonna be able to live off it. No. And I feel like it gets that, definitely.
Yeah.
And like I do believe in energies. I feel like when you meet people, some people give off like a good energy, like bad vibes. You get bad or good vibes from people all the time.
100%.
Like, to me, I feel that and I understand it, but I feel like it comes more down to dimensions. So when you break it down, you know how like we obviously we know, we sense with all of our senses, like hear, taste, smell, touch, everything. We can only do 3 dimensions. Like that's the only things.
3D. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. 1D, 2D, 3D. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
But there's in total 11 or 12 different dimensions that have been discovered in general. Yes. Yeah.
11 or 12, bro.
Yeah. I know.
What?
So like the most I could understand is 4 dimensions, and like to put it in perspective, when you dream, if you remember a dream, that's kind of 4D. That's like the 4th dimension. Saying that you can go into like your dimension. It's hard to explain.
You can go into your own dimension? Is that what the 4th dimension is?
It's very hard to explain, but picture you have a triangle, right?
Okay.
That's 3D. A triangle that's 3D.
Okay. Yep.
But one of those lines that's connecting, take a point off that triangle.
Okay, yep.
And put it through the triangle, right?
Yep.
That's 4D. So it's all connecting, but it also goes through and I guess the object itself, you could say.
Okay.
So that would be 4th D. Like you can go into like the dimension.
Okay.
Right?
That's
Past
that makes sense.
Past that, I have no fucking clue. No fucking clue at all. Because I don't know. But they say that like humans actually.
I'm sorry, but how is there 12 dimensions that we've discovered?
I read up on it, and I just don't understand.
Like,
I just don't understand.
What would be the 6th? What's the 8th? Like, you know?
Apparently, scientists say that we actually dream in anything past like 4th dimension. Like our brain and our memory, it works neurologically all the way down to like neutrons. Mm-hmm. It works into the 6th and 7th dimensions.
Wow.
To store information. And to store memories and stuff.
So in the world we are in right now, humans as itself, we have the potential to go into the 6th and 7th dimensions.
It's hard to say because our brains, I guess if this is true, which I mean it looked like it was true.
It could be. Yeah.
Then I mean I don't really see a problem with it. If we can form memories in dimensions past the 3rd, and if we can dream in the 4th, then I guess there's just like this common myth. I'm not sure if it's a myth, but like you've heard this where like humans only use like fucking I don't know like 90% of their brain. Something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
we don't use our brain's full potential.
I don't know about that. Like
really?
Yeah, maybe we do, but maybe we don't. Because we don't know too. That's the thing. We don't know too much about the brain because it's hard to study.
It's a very complex object that's been created.
It's just it's so weird. Like how do you form memories and all this data and stuff that you process every day that goes into like cells? Like these cells would have to be alive for you to actually like process this information and stuff. Like it's very like fascinating. Definitely.
Yeah, the brain's one of the most complex objects ever created in the world. From like memories to like this to that. It's just the brain's just everything. Like your brain sends you wavelengths to like your brain sends yourself signal to like move your hand.
Yeah.
Like that's my brain telling me to do that.
Yeah.
That's crazy that maybe we don't use the full potential of our brains, but maybe we do. What you were saying, that maybe we do use the full potential of our brains, but I personally think we don't. Because science is still too young, and we're still getting more information about our brains and this and that, and like how each part works. Because the greatest mystery about our brains is memory, what you were saying earlier. Yeah. Memory is one of the greatest mysteries, and dreams, bad dreams, nightmares, this, that, that is all one of the greatest mysteries in the world. And there's people all over the world studying about dreams, and they would tell you, what does your dream mean? Like, let's say you dream about money. But some person would tell you, oh, you're going to get money.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like there's signs. Like, how does a dream, you know, like it's kind of weird to think about. How does your dream, when you think about it, kind of like perpetrate and like kind of like express that it's going to make something happen in your life?
Oh, no, I know everybody's had those things where like you have a dream and like the smallest little pinch of it like turns out to be true, or like something like that.
Like how? Or but like, you're dreaming. You know, it's your brain doing that. Yeah. That's what's crazy.
There's definitely like way more. Like I definitely believe in intuition. Definitely. Like I think everybody has like different skills of intuition. Like I get that all the time. Like I know when like I feel vibes off people really easy. Like you know that by me. I think all my friends could say that that I'm really good at like.
Yeah, you can pick up if a person's going to be rude, mean, or you're just not going to vibe with them at all.
Yeah. Like,
you have a good sense of that.
Like, I could look at a person, I could, like, find a lot of details about their life just by looking at them and, like, looking at the way they talk, they, like, move their body and stuff. Like, yeah. Like, that's intuition. And I feel like everybody has it, but some people possess it way more. And that, to me, that kind of connects with how dreams could potentially like give you an insight to maybe the future or subconscious. Like a lot of dreams also, people say that in dreams your brain subconsciously just tells you like what's wrong with your life, or like what you're stressing about. Yeah. Like my grandmother used to tell me like all the time, because she was like, you know, witch doctor, or Russian witch doctor, or whatever. She would tell me all the time like, hey, you know, if you see a crow in your dream, like that's bad.
Really?
Like, yeah. Apparently, like, seeing a black cat is actually worse, though. Because if you see, like, a black cat in a dream, like, that's, like, death. Like, that's actually death. People think it's actually a black crow, but, like, it's not. But, what else? Like, catching a fish in a dream, like, that's for money, usually.
Yeah,
like, you're gonna get money. Like, yeah, like, that's...
Like, how do, like, people, like, all these other cultures in the world, how do they, like, pinpoint signs? It means this. It means that. Like, this is what's gonna happen. Yeah. Like this, like that. Like, you know?
Trial and error. I mean, there's nothing else. There's nothing else but trial and error.
It's crazy how dreams is still... Because we dream every night.
Yeah.
Like, every night, every day.
But, okay, let me ask you this. Do you remember your dreams every night?
Only a few. I only have, like... This probably happens, like, twice a week where I can remember, like, beginning information. But as the day goes on, I'll be like, I have no clue what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
But as soon as you wake up and you have, like, a decent dream, you'd be like, oh, shit, that's what happened. Yeah. But there's always, like... So, for me, when I wake up, I can only remember, like, a little thing that happened in the dream. Like the last thing before I woke up. That's the only... Oh, okay. That's the only thing I can remember. Yeah, that makes sense. I remember the beginning, during the REM sleep, this and that. Like, I don't know what's going on. I just only remember why I woke up. Like, what woke me up. Like that. Yeah.
So... I've always asked this to, like, a lot of people, like, if you guys remember your dreams or not, but, like, for me, I have literally lucid dreams.
Really?
Like, real full-on dreams where I, like, live on, like, almost full entire lives.
What?
Ameer. Like, I live full entire lives in my dreams.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Almost every day, yeah. And I remember every single aspect of it.
Wow. So, like, wait. Does lucid dreaming mean that you control your dreams?
Yeah. It basically means, like, you know you're asleep, So you just like, you take control of the dream, you do whatever you want, you know.
Oh, wow.
Like, that's why when people say, like, when you lucid dream all the time like that, like, you don't need to take, like, LSD and all these, like, psychoactive drugs, because when you go to bed, you're already, like, doing it yourself.
Exactly.
You know, like, you do whatever you want, you go places. Like, there's been times where, like, I've lived out whole entire lives in my dream, and when I wake up, I like, forget that I'm maybe, like, still alive. Like, it makes me feel like I live a whole nother life. Like, it gets actually really, like, scary sometimes.
That's kind of scary, yeah.
Yeah, like, I'll sometimes have, like, great dreams where, I'm married, I have kids, like, I'm, like, traveling the world with them, like, experiencing all this cool stuff, and I wake up and I get sad. I'm like,
oh, shit.
Well, shit, dude, like, that actually, like, really happened, you know? Like, that, I've never understood that about my dreams and me. Like, every day I just dream.
Wow.
Like, I've had dreams about, like nuclear bombs going off and, like, apocalypses and stuff like that. And they seem, like, so, like, real. You know? I bet, like, everybody's had those dreams where, like, you wake up and you're like, oh, shit. Like, it feels really real, you know?
And, like, when you wake up, you're just like, wait, that was a dream?
Yeah.
And, okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. It happens to a lot of people.
It happens to a lot.
Now, if... I'm just gonna move on now. So... Then, in your opinion, and I'm going to ask you, where does this fit in with your personal belief of, like, God, right?
Okay, yep.
Aliens.
Do
you believe in them?
Yes, 100%. We're not alone in this world.
Okay.
Hell no.
Now, where do they fit in if you were going to say if there was a God?
Okay, so to me,
how would you explain that? Yeah.
To me, aliens are another thing of God's creation. I know I said earlier that God created 3 things with mindsets, but this is a sub-note because... At the time, prophets like Adam, Moses, Muhammad, Jesus, they had no idea about aliens. Because I guess God never told them. But personally, I believe that aliens do exist. And they are another creation of God. Because there is no way in hell God would create humans all by themselves in a tiny planet, in a tiny solar system, when the universe is so freaking huge. And like you said, the universe is expanding every second? Like...
I'll get into that later.
We'll jump into that later.
Yeah.
But, aliens have to exist. There's no way in hell humans are alone in this universe. It just makes no sense.
I think it's very selfish to even think that, to be honest, because it's kind of proven that aliens exist as it is, because looking at asteroids and stuff, like, there's microbes on it. Like,
microbes?
There's, like, microorganisms.
Okay, like little small...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And essentially, you can really argue that that's what started civilization on this planet, is a microorganism.
That's true, yeah.
There's a big theory stating that we actually came from a different civilization or a different society or something very far away. And we were just traveling here, like, as microbes, I guess. Or we were just planted on a asteroid Earth, you know. And then
that's a stretch.
It hit Earth, and obviously it took millions of years, obviously, but we formed.
Okay,
it's a theory.
It's a theory. It's a theory. Don't get me wrong, but it is a stretch of a theory.
It is.
Because, like, okay, I can understand, like, how... I guess we're from microorganisms and, like, they just grow over time. Yes, that happens. Growth happens. This and that. But I rather believe into the idea of evolution. How we came from, I guess, chimpanzees.
I don't believe that. I'm so
really?
Sorry. I don't believe that. I don't believe that we have came from apes or monkeys or anything of the primate species. As much as connect the dots as you can, I don't believe it.
It makes a lot of sense.
It does. We
look like apes, bro.
How long have we been looking for the missing link? Honestly, how long? We've been our whole lives. We've been looking for just skulls or just fragments of the missing link to, like, actually really solidify it, but we can't find it. We can't find it. What if? So I'm gonna give you this then. So what if, say, something else created us? Maybe aliens. You never know. Aliens created us, right? What if they just took the DNA of maybe the primates that were here, mixed it with their own, or maybe just did a little experiment to see if we're really that dumb? What if they planted us here, let's
like
call
they
it.
did it on purpose.
Yeah, let's call this the zoo theory, where they're
Trademark,
yeah,
episode 3,
yeah.
trademark. This is a trademark episode, all right?
They look at us and they study us from afar, but they planted us here, right? They planted our DNA or mixed it with a primate or even made it like themselves, right? And they just planted us here, and they're watching us develop. They're watching us go through technology. They're watching us create AI, but they're watching from afar, you know? And they're studying this. They're watching the progression of the human civilization, the human species. Because I don't know what species they are. They could be, you know, some type of humanoid. I don't know. Walks on 2 legs, walks on 6. I don't know. Doesn't matter to me.
Something, yeah.
But they just planted us here, and they're just watching from afar, just like how we do with a lot of animals on this planet.
Like, cause now I know why you call it the zoo theory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't that make a lot of sense?
It does make sense. To a certain extent, yes, I can see it. How there is a missing link between us and primates and primates in general. That there's just one thing missing that can solidify that theory that yes, humans did evolutionize. We did evolve. There is that, but I guess aliens do exist, and they are 100% more of a more civilized and more intelligent species. 100%. Without a doubt. That's a no-brainer. They're that intelligent. Right? So maybe they did. Maybe they did do that. But we can't prove it. There is no proof to this. This is why this is called the zoo theory. Yeah.
I mean, obviously everything in the end is just a theory, as it is. But it's something nice to think about.
Yeah.
Thinking that but how sad would it be knowing that we were just created just by like an alien civilization that just got bored or just like just
like,
went
fuck it.
somewhere else. Yeah, you know, watching us progress. But a lot of people are saying Elon Musk might.
Well, what about Musk?
Elon Musk might be an alien.
Nah.
You don't believe that? You don't believe
bro.
that?
He's just
You don't believe that?
He's this modern era's Einstein. He's our smartest. He's one of the smartest humans on the planet right now.
Let's just fantasize about this.
Okay.
Say if Elon Musk was an alien and he did come down here to help us, right?
Yep.
As much as it goes against the whole zoo theory of like keeping far distance and everything. Depending on what you believe in, like, do you believe in like they could interact with us? Maybe they've interacted with our governments already?
Oh, 100%. Yes. There is evidence.
Yeah.
There is evidence, bro, about alien life and how the United States government, like the incident that happened in Roswell, New Mexico.
Oh yeah.
That's
Exactly, a huge one,
bro.
That's like a standout, yeah.
Exactly. And then Area 51. What the fuck is the U.S. government hiding?
Yeah. Did you see the Bob Lazar? I was telling you about Bob Lazar. Remember?
Is that the guy who survived?
Yeah. No. He was that scientist that worked there. He didn't survive, but he quit. And
Okay.
You know, the government was trying to assassinate him for like knowing too much, but he said he was like working on like alien like technology, like trying to pick it apart to make it ourselves.
See,
you know?
Bro. Here's one thing, people. You got to understand. The United States government is fucked up. Like, no doubt, they are hiding shit from us. Area 51.
Oh, no, come on. Like,
and the evidence, it shows that if you work for the... Like, let's say you work in Area 51, Kosta. Let's put you in that situation.
I would love to, but continue.
Like, imagine if you were working in Area 51 and you knew about the shit that went down.
Oh, fuck. I would tell everyone, like the day after. Yeah, I think the public deserves to know this.
We do. We, as the people, should know what the government is doing. Like, let's say they have alien Area 51, bro. Well, we will never know. But only that select of, like, 20 people are ever going to know that. Like, and there's 400 million Americans. It makes no sense. But, yes, the United States government does hide us, and the alien existence is 100% real.
Yeah. I see, like, as much as I believe in, like, the zoo theory, I don't believe that aliens would just kind of be, like, standing, looking from afar. It makes sense. I get it. But the shit we have seen our government do, and not just the U.S. government, but let's just say all governments, just to generalize here. They do a lot of stuff like that. And they do a lot of shady business. There's a lot of experiments I could bring up that the U.S. government experimented on, like the whole CIA trying to like be able to brainwash people. I think it was called Project I forget. If I remember, I'll say it was Project fucking Greenlight. It's something like that. But what they did was like they took advertisements and like showed it on TV, but like subconsciously they would kind of like hypnotize you to like
what?
It's very weird. I would have to look more up on it. So with them doing all that, I get why they would be trying to hide it from us, but the main reason, the way I see it, is they would hide all this alien technology because they want to advance first, right? Because they want to know how... It's all about power.
Oh, okay.
It's all about power, in my opinion. And this is what I don't agree with, like, on the humankind and, like, what we are doing as a species. Like, it's all about power.
It's always about the money.
So, like...
money, status, all that.
So, say you create a flying saucer. That could fly at immaculate speeds.
Okay.
It could be invisible and everything. That is the best weapon probably against any other government, and that'll put you on top. And I think that could be the downfall of our civilization, in my opinion. I think
the creation of like space craft.
If we get too far in technology for our own good, I guarantee you though, like if power-hungry countries will exist by that time, they'll use it against each other, and that'll just be the downfall. I guarantee it, because we as a human race, we cannot work together for some reason, no matter what. We still see problems in color. We still see problems in race. We still see problems in just by the way a person even looks at you. Like, if we have to be an advanced civilization,
we're not there yet.
In this universe, we're not there yet, and we're not going to be there for a really long time, because if we can't get past the simple things of just even being alive, we won't be able to use this technology correctly. And this is why I feel like aliens would never help us, but I guess they would in a sense, but not really help us in the first place, because we would use this against each other. And say if we got even bigger, we would use this to conquer other planets and stuff. And like, it's going to be the downfall.
Okay. Kind of like, one evidence that supports your claim right now is the space race between the United States and Russia.
Yeah.
Legit. They were competing against each other, and there was threats of war over just being like, who's the better superpower. So what was the one thing the U.S. did? Went to the moon. Because why? Russia did, like, something like that. Like, that's crazy to think how, like, us as humans can't do the simplest things. And let's say you do give us a saucer or like
alien weapon or just any technology,
like spacecraft or whatever. Let's say you give us this. Yeah, 100%. It's gonna lead us down. Some shit's gonna go down. Something bad's gonna happen. It's gonna fall into the wrong hands. And
like it always does. Yeah.
And then shit's just gonna end bad for humans in general.
Now, I want to fantasize this theory once again about Elon Musk being an alien.
Oh, God.
Because, listen, what if he was an alien, right? And all the stuff he's, like, giving... Because, like, all the stuff he has been making, like...
It's alien-y.
It's a little alien. I'm not gonna lie. Like...
Yeah.
The past 5 years now, look how far SpaceX and Boring Company, both owned by... And even Tesla.
Yup.
How far have they gone in the past 5 years?
Oh.
5 years,
insane.
Amir. 5 years. This man...
Yeah. Okay, I just believe that he's a very smart, intelligent, futuristic human. He just thinks about the future. That's what I think. I don't think he's an alien.
It's just, it's fun to think about. It's fun to think about
because what the fuck did he name his son again? X something.
Yeah. Like, like, maybe he's just doing it for the memes now.
It's gotta be a meme.
Yeah, but who knows? Who knows? What if it's not a meme? You know?
Oh, God, if it's not a meme, bro. Oh, God.
Imagine that.
Just imagine.
I would never name
myself
alien. Yeah.
What the fuck was that name? X something.
It was something out of the ordinary.
Weird. It was very
out
weird.
of the ordinary.
Could have named his son fucking Jack. He's got to go with fucking XRG.
Now, if we do go farther in technology and say we got past the part of just having power hungry, wealth, money, and just started working as a civilization, which, in my opinion, I feel like that's never going to happen, but let's just fantasize that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Say we were going to go to the nearest Earth, like, because, overpopulation would be a thing by then.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I know Elon Musk is trying to colonize Mars and everything, but listen, like, nobody wants to walk around in a space suit all their life, and live in a bubble.
Yeah.
Really, like, no one wants to do that.
No.
So, obviously, the closest that everyone knows, I'm not sure if anyone has heard about this, the nearest star system with an Earth-like planet on it is called Alpha Centauri B. That star system.
Yeah.
It's only 4 light years, or 4.7, I think, to be exact, light years away from us.
Okay.
Which is not that far.
It's not that far in terms of space.
Yeah.
In light years.
So, I think... So, there is this... I forget the name. Hold on. I'll think of it. Is it Viking? Satellite. Yeah, I think it was called the Viking Satellite. That just... I think not too long ago, like 20 years ago, it got sent out into space to take pictures of all the planets in our solar system, and it's going to keep traveling. Like, we're never going to get it back.
Really?
Yeah, there's a couple satellites like that out there. Like, where we just sent out into space, we're just like, do what the fuck you want. They just go there, right? And they all have to, like, carry, like, a message from Earth just in case another advanced civilization sees it. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, even that is traveling comparably slow, but I think it's been traveling for the past 15 years, and I think it just finally made it to, like, Pluto. And I think Pluto's not even, like, a light year away from us or something.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so just think about it. So, like,
that is
4 light years away in scientific terms is not that far. But human years, it's pretty far for the speed we reached right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If, obviously, we were going to go, like I said, light speed, or even 90% of light speed, say we just figured out how to use, like, solar panels in space that, project the sun's rays and use it as momentum and everything. Say we even got 90% of that momentum to literally a whole just light year speed. It would still take us, like, I think 6 or 7 years to even get there. But that's the closest thing.
Sure.
But say we had the technology and all this and that. We can go there, we can live there happily, whatever. Do you think we would colonize different planets, start colonizing different planets in our future?
Well, it's bound to happen. Mm-hmm. We have to. Overpopulation is a thing. We're running out of resources. Mm-hmm. We're running out of like shelter, wood, shit, like water. There's not
basic
enough
necessities.
water. Yeah, basic necessities for humans to thrive.
Yeah.
So yes, it has to happen. So it is necessary that science and space, NASA and others in the world, they get together and we create, I guess, not spaceship, but like something that we can definitely go to this Alpha Centauri B, and we can discover if there is anything. Can humans be there?
Well, I mean, we already know because we've actually studied that planet for quite some time now. It's just like Earth, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, it's located right in the Goldilocks zone of the sun, meaning that it's not hot and it's not cold there.
Okay.
Apparently, it has water.
Oh, shit. That's what we need.
That's like, there's huge oceans, but the land masses on it are, like, mountainous.
So it's all mountain area.
It's not all mountain area, but, like, what we've studied and what we've sent out to really see deeper into that planet, all we can see for now is just, like, it's covered by oceans, and if there's oceans, there's an atmosphere. And there has to be oxygen or some type of carbon-based, like, breathing, I guess.
Yeah.
So, there's mountains there.
Okay.
So, it's pretty plausible, right?
So wait, this is confirmed?
Yeah, this is confirmed.
Okay. All right.
Now, I was thinking about that, and I was just thinking, what if there's humans over there?
Ooh.
Imagine that. What if there's humans over there?
Ooh.
And they might be doing the same thing. They're looking at our Earth, but they don't call it Earth. They call it, I don't know, Sector 25. And
something like that. Yeah.
they're like, wow, look at that planet. It's in that it's the same thing as us. It's the same, because, believe it or not, both planets are actually kind of the same size, which is kind of weird.
What?
Yeah. So that means the gravity is practically close. It's close, right? And if there's humans were there, they might look exactly like us.
Oh, shit.
But depending on gravity, they would obviously be taller, smaller, skinnier, fatter, you know. But just thinking about that, what if they're doing the same thing? And we just kind of meet halfway and we're like, see two like spaceships kind of like fly towards each other. What the fuck?
That's funny. That's a good theory. But
that'd be interesting,
It's
right?
interesting, but wait, but didn't you say that, like, we know there's oceans in this planet, this and that?
Yeah.
But, so, if we know that there's oceans and this and like that, and has any of our spacecraft or, like, our satellites, have they ever gone into...
No.
Okay.
They haven't even landed there.
Oh, wow.
The only reason why we know this is because...
how do we know about this place?
Through telescopes, obviously.
Okay.
And by the measurements of, like, masses.
Ooh.
You know how that works. You know, I mean, it's kind of hard to explain, but, like, that's, like, dark gravity, and I'll get into that later. But, like, you know, the measure of the masses, and we could figure out, like, there's stuff there. You know? So it's just interesting to think that if they have an atmosphere, if they, you know, if the planet literally kind of resembles like us, the possibility of the same organisms or same type of organism living there is just...
It's very high.
It's very high. I wouldn't be surprised if we went there and we found some organism that kind of resembles or looks like, or if there's no humans, you know?
Yeah.
That would be pretty interesting.
Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's fantasize about this. What if, what was the name again?
Alpha
Centaurus B. What if, when we get there, or let's say that millions, thousands of years from now, and I
think easy within the next 1,000 years we're going to be there. With the advancement of our technology. I think so. But continue.
I like that.
Yeah.
But here's my theory. What if it's a restart of the Earth?
That would be even
What
cooler.
if it's a restart? So let's think about it this way. Earth is dying, which everyone knows. The Earth does not have that much time to live because climate change, this and that, like what's going on. Shit's going south.
Yeah.
So this ship is about to sink. So what do people do? They get out, they find land, and they find a new place. What if Alpha Centaurus B is Earth restarted? Like Pangea or the days of the dinosaurs. What if we see those shit again? Like, what if it's just Earth remodeled? It's Earth 2.0, but it's at the beginning.
Yeah. That would be very...
And it's like, you know, it's like a restart of Earth's history, but it's into a different place.
Mm-hmm. That, you know, there's two things that can happen there. One, we resettle there, and, you know, we obviously start living.
Uh-huh.
Or, we leave it alone, and we leave it alone and see what happens. Because what if, eventually down the line, it turns into us? Those, because, say if we do follow the whole evolution standpoint.
Oh, okay.
What if we start there? Or, if I go back to the zoo theory, what if we are those aliens and we find that planet? What if we send something down there? Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, say that again.
What if we turn that into the zoo theory? What if we want to just watch to see how we've progressed?
All right. No.
What if?
No.
Where we just sent out, made something.
We would go there. We would go there.
It would be
we
fascinating.
We will see.
There will be scientists that will argue that. I guarantee it.
I'm saying, within these next 1,000 years, which you are predicting, and I can 100% be true, I'm saying that whoever's lucky enough to do this, shout out to you in the future.
Yeah.
Who's ever super lucky to do this in their lifetime, but whenever they get to Alpha Centaurus B, there is high chance that they're gonna see what's there. Like, they're gonna see the state of if there's humans like us, or what if there's dinosaurs? Like, what if it's that's what I'm thinking. What if it's a restart of Earth? Because as this door closes, Earth itself, what we're living in, it's starting to close. A new door opens.
That would be great. That'd be great.
Let's just say Centaurus B is actually us, but in a parallel universe.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick. That would be sick. But I don't know. I just feel like we can't. But then again, who are we to just stop life from living there? What it like? Because
okay, let's say nothing's there. Let's just say that nothing's there.
Okay.
Let's just say there's nothing there, and it was our job. It was our destiny to find it.
Yeah.
It was humankind's destiny to find this place. Like, it was written for us. As you said, the conditions for the place are perfect.
Yes.
It's in the sweet spot.
Yeah.
It has oceans, which means there's water, so we need water. It has landscape. It has lands. Its gravity can be like ours. So it checks all the criteria. So what if it was just meant for us to find this place?
Then I guess the only possible explanation here is just honestly just repopulate onto that planet, I guess.
Yeah. But by that time, by in 1,000 years, hopefully, humans will have the ability to space-time. Like, fuck cars.
Oh, space, just travel where they want.
Exactly. So you can go from Earth to Alpha Centaurus B. Like, get on the space highway.
Yeah.
Get on the highway in space.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Get on the space highway and just get your ass out. Get to your second life in Centaurus B.
I mean, to me, that's the one thing I'm going to regret.
Not being alive for that time.
Not being alive for that time. God damn it, why did I have to be born now? You know? You know how fucking sick it would be to travel this universe? Like, that's just been my dream my whole life, is just being able to just travel the universe and explore. Like, I will fucking give my life for that. That is, like, the one thing I've always wanted in my life. Screw money, screw cars, screw women at this point. Give me a spaceship and just let me fly. Let me explore. Like, to be honest, there's no other peace than that, honestly. That's just pure childhood, just, like, exploration. Like, let your just imagination run wild. To me, that's what I want to do. But now, if I was going to bring it back to aliens, right? So, by the way carbon and oxygen and everything works, and, like, elements that we know of work, right?
Yeah.
And infinite universe, our universe being infinite, right? Do you know there's bound to be another Earth? There has to be.
Really?
Oh, think about it. If it's infinite...
Well, couldn't that be Alpha Centaurus B?
Yeah, but listen, the possibilities of being that close.
Close to, like, our conditions?
The thing is, everything has to line up perfectly for us to exist, right? You know that.
Okay.
For it to do the same thing twice, this close, listen, there's always a possibility in the universe. I told you this.
Yeah, everything's possible.
Everything's possible in this universe. Everything has a percentage.
There's no such thing as a 0%.
Everything has a percentage. It's pretty fucking low. But I'm just saying, what if there's another Earth out there? Like, kind of like a parallel universe, right? But except only in our universe.
Well, okay. So, you're saying there's another Earth in this universe.
By theories and elements and how molecules work and how everything combines at certain situations, there's bound to be another situation where, if you look around, it should be the way it is now. With this, listen, but there could be some things off. The gravity might be different. The planet might be, larger, smaller. I don't know. Instead of oxygen, maybe like nitrogen we breathe in. I just like
something like that.
Something like that. But even remotely being close, I think there's other humans out there.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's other humans out there. Definitely.
Humans.
Humanoids, I'm gonna say. Not humans, humanoids.
Humanoids.
So, walking on 2 feet, 2 arms.
2 arms.
And a head, and,
head,
the rest.
eyes, ears,
nose, the rest.
Mouth.
But, it might be different. But I'm just saying, walking on 2 legs and 2 arms, just humanoid figure. Like picture an alien. Like, that's a humanoid, technically. It's not a human, but it's humanoid because it looks like a human.
So you're saying there's definitely other...
I believe so.
I honestly, you never know. In this universe, aliens do exist, so we don't know what an alien looks like. What if it legit is a human?
I remember I told myself, I was like, listen, I want to see an alien. I want to, like, listen, it'll scare the fuck out of me if I'm walking in the dark and it's just, like, a skinny gray just comes out of nowhere just looking at me like that. Like, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, but if they were, like, nice and they actually, like, presentably, like, came down to Earth in daylight and, like, we're like, hey, we're nice, you know, we want to work with you. Like, you know, take me around the universe. Like, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
I would love to meet an alien, ask him questions, and just see what an alien life consists like. Like, do they drink coffee in the morning? Do they,
No.
you know, what do they do?
Like,
what do they do?
Yeah, what does an alien do? How do they wake up?
Yeah. Do they even sleep? They probably don't
Probably
even sleep.
don't.
Look at them big old eyes. If they have them big old eyes like that,
they probably
they
ain't
don't sleep.
sleeping.
They
ain't
don't
sleeping.
sleep. If I had that much advancement in technology, shit, I wouldn't sleep. I would just travel all the time. But
Aliens, man, they're 100% out there. Have made contact with them, like at the Roswell Incident, as we said earlier. We definitely have made contact with alien lives. And
well, you read? I told you about that article not too long ago. I read. It was about I think Iraq's military, like, general. He was, like, on his deathbed, and he said, "We have had contact with aliens.
Oh, yeah,
the U.S.
yeah.
government has
Yep.
contact with aliens."
Yeah,
Like,
you told me about this.
yeah. For someone to do that on their confession, like, what are they gaining out of that? So that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be true.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny about that? That whole thing where they said about alien life, this and that we made contact. How long was that in the media for? What?
Literally a day.
Literally
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah.
And that was huge, important information
Yeah.
about the future and, like, other lives in this world, in this universe. And they just brush it off.
No.
It's weird how they do that.
Well, I mean, listen.
It's very wacky.
I get, like, this is another this is a good reason and an explanation why the government holds information within us, because, yeah, I get it. You don't want the public to be at an outcry and be at a, like, you know, just confused and everything, and just being like, how come you didn't tell us earlier? Or, you know, like, I can't believe, like, that shit exists. Like, some people would go crazy thinking that.
Okay.
Like, think of all the religion people would abandon.
That's true.
If, like, that's the thing. I think the day we meet an alien is the day a lot of religions are gonna just disappear. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true.
It's
true.
It's very true.
That one goes out to my ex-girlfriend Caitlin, who's very religious. Dumped me because of her religion, but yeah.
Shout out.
Besides that, it's very, very, very understanding why the government would do stuff like this.
Okay.
But it's wrong. I think it's wrong. I think people deserve to know, honestly. We deserve the truth. We deserve
to know.
We deserve the truth, and nothing but the truth, honestly. Because this country was born upon the truth.
If you let us know about this information, we can be more prepared, like, about hearing aliens and, like, seeing aliens and, like, know that we have ever had contacts with aliens. We would feel more prepared, more comfortable, because we would have the knowledge about it.
And don't forget about when this information was released. This
was like the 60s and 70s, right?
No, this was a couple months ago.
Oh, you're talking about that.
Yeah.
My bad, viewers or listeners.
A couple months ago, when this came out, this was at the height of Trump and Joe Biden. Like,
the presidential race?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense why you would put it out during that. Because
That's true.
Everyone's up in arms about...
Everyone's always on the news listening about Biden, Trump. Okay.
And then the government's like, listen, I guess we could be a little good. Say, just in case in the future they say, oh, you guys never showed us any proof. Here's a little teaser. Here's a little teaser.
Oh, and so then people were just brush it. So
people brush it up. But people like me...
Presidential times, and people were like, what the fuck?
But people like me, I saw that shit and I was like, how?
That's huge.
How is nobody looking at this?
Exactly.
You
it
know?
was a huge thing.
I don't get it.
It was a very important information. That's the fact that Iraq, a country like Iraq, has had contact with alien life. Bro, that's a third world country, bro.
They said Russia and a lot of other superpowers like the U.S. also have had contact too.
Yeah.
And they've been working with this so-called Galactic Federation, Ameer.
What?
Galactic Federation.
No, that's not real.
Yeah, but why would he lie? Think about why would he lie on his deathbed?
Why would he lie on his deathbed?
It could be a prank.
It could be a prank.
He could be a trickster, but listen.
But think about it. In the long-term sense, it could make sense. There's a reason
Yeah,
why
like,
this man did that.
that's
He's
awesome.
gonna die the next day.
Yeah, he doesn't give a
Might
shit
as
if
well-
someone kills him. Yeah,
Might as well just let some secrets out. Let
Shit,
us
I would
know.
do that.
I'd do that too. Fuck it. If I'm working for Area 51 and I'm on my deathbed, I'm letting everyone know.
Yeah, I would too.
If I'm working at Area 51, I'm letting everyone know on my deathbed what is the fuck is going on there.
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%.
I think Alex Jones knows a lot about this shit too. I love Alex Jones. You don't know who Alex Jones is?
No.
Yeah, no. But I'm just saying, why, like, you wouldn't lie about that. You wouldn't. So, it could be true. It could be true. And did you see the other stuff they sent out on the news too about the U.S. Navy pilots, Air Force pilots?
Oh, what about the Air Force?
Seeing like these weird flying objects when they're flying in the air, like in the air in jets. Like they sent out video proof of this too. Like you could watch this.
Really?
Yeah. Like a bunch of Navy pilots, like they were just flying over the ocean, and you see this like Tic Tac shape.
Okay.
Yeah.
So very small.
Yeah, and it's fucking. It's flying. It's flying reasonably fast. It's zooming. It's zooming.
It's
Right?
zooming.
And it's not moving. Like it's not like moving like a plane does in the air. You know, it just defies like motion.
It just goes
I
like.
guess. Yeah. It's
Oh,
zooming. It's zooming.
shit.
It's zooming everywhere, right? And the guys are like, we don't know what this is. We don't know what this is, Captain. What is this? And I think them even sending that. This was once again during the election.
This was during the election?
Yeah, they sent that too during the election too. Yeah.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. I catch on to stuff like this, you know? But
Damn.
like,
see, most people have no
general-
fucking clue this.
yeah,
happened.
the general pop, they don't give a shit.
They only care about the election.
Yeah.
Because that's why they...
This is why we're not ready for aliens.
Yeah, we're not ready.
Yeah.
Clearly, we are not ready. But
maybe the government is doing us a
But
favor.
you said earlier that Iraq was in contact, and the U.S., other superpowers, U.S. and Russia, that they were in contact with the... What did you say? The intergalactic space?
No, it's God, what was I saying? Galactic Federation. That's what it was.
Galactic
Yeah.
Federation.
Yeah, people, you could look this up. I'm not lying.
Please look this up, listeners. So the Galactic Federation. You're telling me that there is a group of, I guess, a police of the space. Mm-hmm. Like a group of people in space.
Yeah.
That are together. Mm-hmm. And...
Well, not a group of people,
contact?
a group of beings. I'm going to say beings. Group of beings.
But what if they're humans?
Okay, I guess they could
That's
be
what I'm
humans.
saying.
Yeah,
What if they're humanoids?
Humanoids, yeah.
Only
I
the
agree
U.S. government knows this.
Well, yeah, but I mean, then again, like I said, I understand why they wouldn't, like...
Yeah. Uh-huh. But at
Put
the
this
same
information
time,
out.
we watch movies that have to do with space. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
That's legit humanoids. and
Shit, theoretically, Star Wars could be real. Like, it could be real in the future. You never know. Maybe it's out there in the universe right now. We don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if yeah, exactly, bro. Like, Hollywood and media, we have fantasized about this idea of space so much where we're bound to know it soon. Like these movies about space are just gonna come reality. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, it's legit talking about like if humans and other beings can be friends. If you think about it that way, because Groot is a fucking tree.
Yeah, he's a fucking tree.
He's a tree.
Yeah.
The guy who Chris Pratt plays,
Chris Pratt, yeah.
He's a human.
Yeah.
And then the other people, they're aliens, bro. They're legit.
Yeah, they're
other
full-blown
beings.
aliens. Yeah.
They're other beings, and they're all working together. That's the one thing us humans need to do. Let's work together with our own being, and we can be with their being.
But when you put us on that scale of like other beings and stuff, you know how fucking low we are on that ladder, like technology-wise and like just species-wise. Like we're actually no. Like think about it. Remember all the problems I was listening to you earlier about like our civilization?
Yeah.
This is why we're so low. We would be so low. Is because we can't cooperate.
Yeah. Nope.
We can't. Because of this, our technology is slow too. Because we're not able to cooperate, right? And not only that, but we've only been around for a couple thousand years, humans in general.
Really?
Yeah, think about it. Since the calendar year, it's what 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
and count BC too. So a couple 3,000. I'll give it 3,000 years we've been around for.
Okay, if you say it like that,
we're very young.
We're a very young species, and we've had so much. We've been through so much.
I agree. Yeah.
And we've developed so much.
Past 100 years have been the best, though.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, because we've gone from paper to fucking iPhones.
Yep. And we've gone from fucking... what?
Flying in the air, flying in space.
Just
horses,
computers. Horses as cars.
Yeah.
Horses
computers
as your
in
transport.
general.
Yeah.
AI.
Yup.
Come on.
Artificial intelligence,
Like sex robots, too.
Okay. Let's move on.
Saying,
Move on, bro.
I'm just saying, we're very young as a species.
But we've done a lot.
Yes, we've done a lot.
You gotta hand it to us.
But if those other civilizations were out there, you know how old they would have to be?
That's true. They gotta be ancient.
Like, our universe is... Oh, gosh, damn it. It's old. I forget how many billions of years old.
If our universe is multiple billions of years old, and we've only been alive for thousands, 3,000, there has to be more stuff out there. I think that's proven.
Definitely. It's just... Another problem here is that when you look... Okay, I'm just going to give this to you in it's called the skyscraper model. So, you know the Empire State Building?
Yeah.
Let's say it has 100 floors on it,
New York City, stand up.
Yeah. It has 100 floors on it.
Uh-huh.
And I think every floor, I guess, is like a billion or 10 to the power of 1. So, 10 billion years or some shit. I don't know, something like that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, just think of it like that, right?
Okay. Every floor is 10
billion, I think, years.
10 billion years. Okay.
I think so. Don't quote me on that. It's something like that.
Okay.
Where we are right now.
Okay.
Where we are in the universe. Our time right now in the universe, we are only on, I think, the 10th floor.
And there's 100.
Yeah, and there's 100 floors. And we're only on the 10th.
Hey, we're 10% there.
But I'm talking about, to the collapse of the universe, supposedly.
Okay, that's pretty bad. But here's the thing. Think about what we've done in 2,000 years. What we have went from fucking cavemen to this.
Oh, no, I agree.
It's crazy.
We've gone far. We've gone really far.
Imagine the next 2,000 years.
That's what I'm saying. I think we could fly to other planets by then. By the next 1,000 years, I think. I wouldn't doubt it.
100%.
I would not doubt it.
I even showed... There was a video I sent you. Or I showed you during the summertime.
Oh, yeah.
It was events to come in within the next 50 or 100 years. Mm-hmm. Whatever it was. But it was the events of coming up within the next 20 years. Something like that. And one of the things, it was 2030 something.
Yeah.
I think it was 2035. It said, this is the time where humans are gonna... Something's gonna happen in space where they send humans or something to Alpha Centaurus B.
Yeah.
So... And that's only what? 14 years from now?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's within our lifetime that this is going to happen.
Well, the first human on Mars is literally going to be what? 10 years from now? 5 years?
Yeah.
5 years, I think? Elon Musk wanted to send?
Yeah.
But he wanted to send not just one. He wanted to send a whole group of people.
Yeah. But those are people who are willing people who want to give up on their lives on Earth and try to go colonize and make Mars successful.
Yeah, but think about it. Those humans are doing so much for the planet and our species as a general.
Yeah.
In general, So, props to them guys and girls.
Yeah, shout out to you, Mars people.
Yeah.
Congrats. Thank you.
Do some good stuff up there.
Yeah. Watch the movie The Martian. That's what you guys should base your lifestyle on.
Don't get any funny ideas up there.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. But humans will always be humans. We'll always be primates. I feel like no matter what, maybe it's just in our DNA to just love money, love wealth, love power. I don't know.
Well, the idea of money, it never existed back in caveman day.
Yeah, but they would trade. They would trade for stuff.
Trading, yes.
Because you want something better.
Yeah, but money was never the thing. I would trade you. Let's just say I trade you a pen for freaking, I don't know, a chocolate bar. Mm-hmm. Because you need the pen to do something. And I'm hungry. Mm-hmm. So I would take the chocolate bar. But I don't need the pen anymore. Trading makes sense. Money, however, it was created as a system so people can benefit.
So what do you think would work better now, money or trading in the future?
It's got to be money. it has to be money because we know money, and money runs the world. But if, let's just say, humans were more simplified and more towards our ancestry than trading. If it's more towards our ancestry...
I don't think we would go back to trading, though. Yeah. I don't think so.
As time goes on, it's got to be money.
Yeah. And it sucks because it could be the downfall.
Definitely. Or maybe a new currency. The space currency.
The space currency.
They're gonna have to
galactic credits.
Yeah, they're gonna have to create it. If you think about it this way, they have to create something for space.
Eventually. Yes.
Eventually, there has to be a currency for space.
But I think that's
a
past
universal currency.
That's past living on 2 planets, though.
Yeah.
You know.
This is when we
own a whole fucking solar system.
Yeah. This is when we have Alpha Centaurus B2.
Yeah.
This is when we also invaded that planet and colonized there, and all this other stuff happened, and Mars was a success, this and that, and we can get on our own spaceships and coast around in space. That's when a currency for space would be useful. But, okay.
But you can only use that currency in space, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But when you get here... But here's the thing. Once that happens, once we have currency in space, who the fuck wants money from here?
That's what...
Who the hell? Who's gonna hell want a $1 bill for the United States of America?
Yeah, but you could say the same thing around. Why would you need intergalactic credits when you're on Earth? Or that other planet? Intergalactic credits you would only use at, like, pit stops along the way or some shit. Like, there's no other sensible way to use it.
Like a floating restaurant?
Yeah, like a floating restaurant and stuff. You're just like, hey, let me get some number 5s going, you know? Yeah. Like, that's the only sensible way I would see that using, but... okay, both planets would have to adopt that currency, though.
Oh, they will. But it'll be big inflate. But that can't be the only currency. That's the thing.
Yeah.
There has to be others. But there's multiple currencies in the world, so it'll work.
Yeah. Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think we covered a lot. I wanted to cover with you a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Deadass?
Yeah, hello.
Bro, that went by fucking fast.
I mean, it's only been like what, an hour and 11 minutes. That's not a bad time, though.
Okay.
That's not a bad time. I think it's a good way to end it. Ameer, any last thoughts on anything we've talked about?
I mean, I felt like we really did talk. I mean, we did talk about a lot. We did talk a lot about, like, space and this and that. Yeah, this was a good episode. I like this shit. This is fun, Kosta. You should have me on more often, man.
No, I would love to have all you guys on all the time. It's just fun to me to get to know people better, know what they're thinking about the universe, and educate people about just, like, the universe, their life in it, and, you know, just simple stuff like that. You know, it makes quality time better, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So, I want to say thank you guys for listening if you made it to this far. Stay tuned for the next episode, number 4. Hopefully it's going to be with Matt Ferrara. If he accepts, we're going to be talking about AI and just advanced civilizations.
One more thing. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to keep listening to this. And yeah, we out.
I appreciate that, Ameer. I appreciate that. You've been a homie since day one.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you around.
And peace.